And the dog gets us up. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome, welcome. I have decided that the best way of getting much, if not all my photos to you guys would be to add the music and play the slideshow. Benny's, I have thousands, but it's really nice maybe to put them out here like this because it will give you guys the opportunity to see it, right? Let me go quiet my dogs down. I'm going to let this play for 2 minutes while I go see what's going on. Okay. All right. So this is a great way to get, I have files upon files upon files, right? And I'm always showing you photos from my library. And today I just decided to start with Benny's photos, really only because I have the most of Benny's photos. I think I have like 4,000 photos of Benny. And what you're looking at, you guys, is what you're looking at are the photos that I take of screenshots when I see something within my third eye. So you're looking at this being like, what are we looking at, right? What you're looking at are photos that helped me tell you guys the story of Summer Moonwell's missing children. I showed you photos like this to show you what I see within my third eye with the fake car, with what they show in the windows of the fake car, what they show between their fingers. So they may not be showing it, actually they may not be, but when I see it like this, I see an opportunity to tell you where the children went, the story that I am being shown about the children. So I speak over the photos as if, like, I have tarot cards here. I hold them and shuffle them. They give me great energy. I love holding my tarot cards. So what you guys are looking at basically are like my tarot cards, right? I use these photos to, like I said, tell you guys the stories. And this is a black photo, but I know what I see. It tells me what's beneath the ground. This is telling me these things get buried in the ground. They're under the ground. These are little trophies that go under the ground. And this is what I see here. They get buried beneath the earth. They get buried beneath the soil. And they're buried within particular places that are predetermined. These are predetermined places. You could get to these places by going beneath these underground tunnels. And these are fake cars. This is just a fucking door of a car. It's nothing. It's nothing.
So this is what I do with this. So everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's all for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am here to show you images that I could speak over to give you the readings. That's what I do. These photos allow me to speak over them. Many of which you will see, these are fake freaking car seats. So now you could go in and play it slow for yourself and look at it, take screenshots. You brighten it up yourself. You can't see it, take a screenshot, put it on your phone and brighten it. Many times I don't need to brighten these. So this is my library, right? So what I see here, as I stop it, is a fake car, and I could see underneath the car. You see? So it shows me the truth for me to speak it here in order to bring justice to the children. So many a times when I see these fake cars and I look out the windows, the most important information is what's outside the windows. And in today's presentation, I'm going to show you what's outside the windows of these cars. It makes 0 sense. Like this one. This is 0 cents. Look at the bottom of this car. The bottom of the car has an open window on the bottom of the car. Take your snapshots and look closely. Look. These are the gateways to finding the children. These are gateways that could bring justice on a larger scale. Look at this. I see the metal. I see what's going on here. I see the story. Now, I don't know what any of you guys see because everyone's reality is different. So because of that, you're going to see these photos differently than I do. I'm going to see all the little critters. I'm going to see all the little pieces, the metal pieces. I'm going to see and understand that there's a door right there to the children. There's a doorway. And these photos show to me the doorway. I don't know what everyone else sees. So if you were to look at the bottom, right here, and understand that this is not possible. This is open door, open doorway, open doorway, open doorway. This whole situation is fake. Window, 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 window. It's all fake. And what I'm showing you are all the photos that I have. Oh, I have thousands. I'm not going to be able to show you all of them right now. But I believe what I'm going to do is probably start off with a little bit of music, calming music, put everyone within a peaceful space. Clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your body, your soul, and understand what you're here for. Understand why are you here and feel why are you here. And understand your intentions of being here and your purpose. I only want people here that are here for the purpose of bringing justice to the children. I am able to share their story and bring them justice by sharing their story and showing you images that helped me tell the story. All of these pieces I see all of the time. They are elements that allow me to tell you guys the story. The darkness of these photos give me a massive amount of information. Within the darker spaces, like this, gives a lot of information. Let me show you. I screenshot this. And let me show you. Pull the color. And right here, you have your heart and your V on the hand, and you have the stick. This is underground somewhere. So if in fact you take these photos and you take screenshots, you're going to see what you need to see. See? These may be in the darkness, but these are elements that I look at all the time. And all these photos that you're looking at are within Benny's videos. All of this. So, I don't just pick on creators just to pick on them. I pick on certain channels that show information like this. You see, this is deep down under the ground somewhere. This is under. That's a window. That's a one-way window beneath the surface of the ground. All of this. These are victims. So when I go within and get these photos, I know what I'm doing. You go anywhere within this fake car, like right here, this is a fake door. These are all windows. So, when I'm able to just put this, I realize that, and this is a door right here. That's a door. This is underground. This is a window. Brighten these things up, you guys. You brighten these up and you look in here. You take your snapshots, do your homework. This is one of those green seats that sit down that I call an element. All of this, if you use your common sense in some of this stuff, if you use your common sense, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Fake car. These aren't. And then there's that. Like, it shows that they use green screens. It's all fake. All fake. And then Benny's face just changes over and over and over. So when I say that there's all different Bennys, they're all different Bennys. That's not his son. I don't know who that is. But this all comes from him. All of this. Those are very important tweezers. See this here? This is the picture that is an amazing photo. I have that on my wall. See these? These have different feelings. So intuitively, I feel a different person. Right? So I have a presentation to show you guys, but these are photos that are beyond words for me. These are photos that help me tell you guys the story. Over and over and over. Whatever is in these fake cars and wherever these fake cars are is the answer to getting justice. Bullhorn Betty. See, this is the picture that these photos here are the ones that reminded me of Idaho 4. Okay. This grouping of photos, all of them are taken like this. Now, this is a fake car. And they're looking into the box. So what I see spiritually is that grin is the grin that I am familiar with. There's certain things that I'm familiar with, right? And this grin here with this box thing is what I'm familiar with right here. And this continues throughout this series of photos. And there are different people beneath Benny. So whoever you think Benny is, there's different photos and different people that show up. So here There's one in here, and there's one in here. It's layered. These are layered, and these are called deep fakes. But it's this here, the box with the maroon trim, is what shows up in all the videos. This box. Every one of them. And whatever's going on with his face here is extremely common in what goes on within the deep fakes that I take photos of. Right? A color. See, and this stuff all matches. And then the face in there just gets covered more and more. It's in here. So it's always within the smaller frame. But notice here, and it's his car that gives me the most information. That gives me the most information. See? That's supposed to be the top of his car. So I have all of these photos, right? So this could go on and on and on and on. All of these. So I'm going to now go into my presentation because, ooh, look at that. There's the bird. This here, you guys, is a major element. Right here. Right there. This little thing hangs from the victims. This bird. That is a major fucking element. So I know what I'm looking at. And with this E here, this whole thing. Here's the glasses. It's called the Summer Moon Wells case. It's called Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. These are the answers to finding the children. And they're within these videos. They're all within the videos. I mean, look here. That's, oh, Muffin Top. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you, Muffin Top, my amazing mod. See, look here, in his mouth. Take a snapshot. I show that all the time. All the time. I didn't think I was going to spend so much time on this, but it's working, so it's many times it's what's in the smaller window that I get information. I look outside the windows, like the car is like, the outside the windows is where I get my information, and the shape of the windows, because these are fake. That's like a fake car. His arm is sticking out of the maroon with the plexiglass. Maroon plexiglass. Like, it's all right there. There's this stuff in his mouth. The fuzzy stuff. But again, we don't know who these people are. They all look different. Each and every time I look at them, I see someone else. Each time. So these are lots and lots of photos. See, here's the V on his arm. That is the same V that is on Cam and Don. But his tattoos change. I mean, I personally didn't know you could take tattoos off that easily. But, like, these are different faces. This is how they layer it. See, that's grin, that smirky grin. That's someone totally different, you guys. That's someone totally different. This is the grin that I find this person to be funny. Like, I just could tell that these are different personalities. See how he's sitting in a box? He's sitting in a box. In a box, right here. It's in a box. He's not in a car. See? See, if you look, this isn't even a car. It's not a car. Look. See behind him here? Like, so understand, I'm going over like one of my very first main elements is this fake car. And to always look here, and look at the details here. This is what's happening to the people. This is what's happening to them. This is what tells the story of Summer Moon. And this is how they get justice. By showing these images and having me explain them to the best of my ability. So you look. Take a real close look and look what's in his chin. Watch. Let me move these over. Oh, there it is. Here. Color. brighten it. And look over here. Here. This stuff. Look here. It's the equipment. He's still in the box. This box, you guys, I'm going over this a lot probably because I have to. I have to. Because this is where it starts. It's this photo here is a massive, massive part of the answer to bringing justice to the children. This is. What you're looking at is. And I have thousands of these photos that back up what I'm saying. This is a different face. This is not Benny's face. Look. Here's a different face. These are faces that I'm going to be showing today if I get to the presentation. See, take a screenshot. These are very important. This kind of equipment, they sit in boxes like this, you see. These are boxes, just like the Idaho 4 showed, that are separated by that screen on top. See this screen? That's the plexiglass box that I talk about. And this is a whole video. Someone else back here. Like there's little faces that are stuck in here. But this is the box that I talk about. This is the box that Summer Moon Wells was in. All of the Summer Moon Wells. I have hundreds of pictures. And they go like that. They split into a couple different people. And that's just called deep fake, you guys. It's not difficult. So when I say two different people, there's a victim in here. And this is probably where they eat. And then it goes to the machinery. So all of this stuff to me shows victim, victim, victim. Right? And in today's presentation, every one of the people that I'm going to be showing you today are the ones I have. I have files upon files of each and every one of these people. It's because their individual storyboard allows me to get information to tell you guys the story for Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. I'm not discussing anything about these people. Their channels give me the information and the images that I need to talk over the photo as if I'm talking over a Ouija board. This group gave me what I needed. This group Dolly, that for justice, whatever his name is, Molly, Bullhorn Betty, and Princess for sure, Princess, and this whole entire episode that she chose to put up, I see Candace Wells. I see Princess, who is in here. But most of all, I see Candace. Shh. At the table. And the guy at that table as well. And they're wearing those bands around their heads like I show you in the videos. Right there. See? So, all of this information that I gather from this is the basket with the raccoon-looking person in it. I have much of this information. And it's not like some people be like, oh, that's a crazy picture of Molly. Oh, that's a crazy picture of Benny. It's not. Yes, Molly Golightly's princess. And Cam from Cam and Alley. I have thousands of videos. And today's presentation is going to bring you information that comes to me from outside this Ryan Finding Truth video. I sent this to my FBI guy, and thank you. You know who you are. That's like, oh my God, you have to be an idiot if you don't see this stuff. I sent all that to him, by the way, and let him know that you're the one who's like, this is ridiculous. Like, it almost looks like you're correct. That someone that knows the story put this video together. I don't understand how you could view this as a normal video. So thank you. I don't ever know if I should say your name or not, but this video gives me the opportunity to show you what I believe to be true for the children. Now, again, I'm not talking about him. I don't give a fuck about him. Sorry for swearing, but to get me so angry, I don't even know them. But it's not about them and whoever that lady is, or if that lady's real or not real. It's not about him. It's about showing underneath these old bridges, railroad tracks, those areas. It's about showing those areas so I could say that is where the children go. Shh. This is really, hold on. What is the deal here? Oh my God. my God. Oh my God. So, and the faces, I do see different faces within these faces. What the hell happened to this? See, this completely shifted. This turned into like a freaking cartoon character. That shouldn't happen to a video. Because what we're looking at here is what I just showed you in all Benny's information, and I'm showing you that same thing here. If you look here, inside Molly's car, this is not the back of Molly's car. This is a window. This is the machinery. These are the hearts. This is when Molly went to Walmart. It was a major deal. It was a big deal. This here in her trunk is exactly what's in everyone's trunk. There's the red hearts, and this is Wells and Princess. Oh, Princess is in there too. Let's see what it says. Molly Golightly Rage. Molly Golightly Rage, Candace Bly Wells, and Princess. Okay, let me crop this in. And this is exactly what is in the cars that I talk about. And I'm showing you today. That's the back seat. Those are milk jugs. This is the equipment. Wait. This is the equipment. These are the hearts. It's a window. And these are the jugs. So when you see these things, they're in the car. They're back here. It's behind. I see it. So what I'm saying, I shouldn't say you could see it, is when you look here, or when I look here, thank you, when I look here, there's the machinery. You see. And there's the number 5. And this is the same white bars that I see within all the cars. The information that is showing outside the window gives me location and tells me what I'm looking for. These holes, like I said, are within areas like this. Like that. This is an open, these are open grass areas. Like, imagine these people that are going through, this is what I see. This is what I see in my third eye clairvoyantly. My arms are opening up like, almost like Jesus, like I'm walking through the pasture, like arms are open and it's real super, super, super green. Like, I don't know if that's what they see within their minds or if they're walking through the greens. But this is very important. And that's what I see here. Even though this hole was shown completely somewhere else, these holes with those boxes in there could be found in areas like I just said. Consistently over and over, I'm shown that in the leaves, but it's moist, like real green, soft. It's like real soft, like it's grown, like it's from the water. Maybe it's like moss. It's like moss. That's what it's like. Slippery moss. See in there? That's a box. This is where they go. And they can go visit it. And I showed this yesterday, that they show this information, right? That this information here is critical. These holes are critical. I showed this. Her head now becomes part of the wall. But what I wanted to show yesterday is I said I compared this to this. Don Wells shows this area here, I said, brings me here. Why? Because it's the same freaking brick. Same brick. Now, I see, and I said over 2 years ago now, that Don Wells is showing a wall between the wall. He's showing an area between the brick, and then all of a sudden he puts cement or plaster or whatever he's putting on there. But he separated. I said there's a separation between the walls there. There's something between the walls. This is exactly what I was talking about. He consistently was putting stuff on the wall. This brick, to me, is the same as this. Even that one little dark brick. And there's your painter's can. See? Oh, wow. Wow. They go between the wall. That's mud. That's fresh mud. So this would be between this wall, you see. That's plaster, so I would turn it. Let me turn it. And I said this so many times. Just go, where he put the plaster, on that square thing. I don't know if I have it here. I don't. Let me get it. It would be between these walls. So this reminds me of the fake chimney they were building. It's a fake chimney next to whatever that is, next to the door. And what it's screaming and telling me is there are hallways that are used between the walls. Between the walls, you guys. And this is confirming it. I mean, when Don Wells was doing his construction, you could see that it's on a slant. You could see it. I think that this photo is showing trophy. I think that this photo is showing exactly what's between the walls as far as trophies. And this is on a beam. And this stuff could be found within construction. The construction of a home like Don's. It's plastered. It's used. So this is the video I'm going over. By the way, I look at all of your I read all of your comments, so don't think that you're being ignored by me. I read them all. And if I miss something and something is of importance, my amazing Mod Muffin screenshots it and will screenshot it, and she sends it to me. So thank you, Muffin. I've gotten your emails today. They're amazing. Here, perfect example. Yes, the faces are on top of each other, but that's beside the point. I'm looking at the elements within the car to show you how the car shows equipment. Now, I can't even show you a lot of this car because it changes so quickly, and throughout the video there's so many changes, and that's why I'm like, what the hell? Like bluntly. So if you guys have time, wait. There we go. Paste. No. Edit. Okay. See, that's equipment. So that's why I just question. This just tells me to question who's who. You know? What I know is I just know my elements. And when I see the box around someone's face and it's almost as if their face is against the plexiglass that's probably used as a green screen, from what I'm being told here. It's like, so this gives me the opportunity to see how they set this up and switch faces. Okay. So ignore that I'm using these guys. These guys have, again, I don't care really. It's not about them. Copy. See the box around her? It's the maroon box. And the nose sticks out. Here's the maroon box, and here's the equipment, and these are screens. That's how they do it. And there's just boxes. In each and every one of these cases have it. Now the face that comes out from here, I have pegged as that's the person I want to know. So I see the person that I want to know within this thing. There is a face that reminds me of this one. See how it all comes together and really does show the same person. There's a face in there that reminds me of the one that I would want to find. Because that is the same face that I find in Molly Golightly. There. I find this in Cam's. And I find it in the Idaho 4. Let me show you. Copy. The Idaho 4 guy that's stuck in here. Like, these are all to me the same people. Oh, thank you for those ones. They have the same face structure above the eyebrows. And it shows up here. But what you're looking at is beyond all those faces, is what's in the car. You're looking at the equipment in the car. You're looking beyond the faces. Let me show you. Here, I am going to crop in and get all those faces because it's not about the people. It's about the elements that tell the story, right? So I go within the elements. Change the color. Oh, that didn't change very good. See the machine right there. That machine, let me see if I could crop it better. It's like camouflaged in there. So it's camouflaged in there. These are Summer Moonwell's Missing Children's photos. These are the children's elements. These are their elements. And the video is showing location. I'm telling you that in order to find these things, these are in they're old places. Like, they're old places. They're not new. You have to crawl into it. Like, they crawl and they roll into it. Like, I feel like my body will rolls into it. you know, like they get down, put their arms in, and they have to roll into these spaces. That's how I feel. If you're claustrophobic, it's very difficult to do. Very difficult. So this is what goes on with this video. And the guy in here reminds me of Princess. And behind him are the number 5 boxes. I see them. Let me crop out his head. Crop. So here are the maroon boxes behind the head. So that's supposed to be the back of the car, but that's what that is. And again, it looks to me as showing a different person. So outside this window, this fake window, you could see the fake window right there. Is telling the story of Summer Moon. This is showing a white shed. Now, for anyone that has been following me, a shed, big shed, is a very, very important element. That's now what his window looks like. Okay? But we're going to focus in on this. Thank you, Muffin. Because I think that these are telling Summer's story with the tree and the number 5 in front of the tree, her box, the tree, the shed. Like, that's all I could see here. I get the princess vibe. So in these windows, I zoomed in. I zoomed into these car windows. And within the car window shows a red truck. Now, do these guys see a red truck? I don't know. But it's there. And the behind and in front of this photo is like a fake setting. Like, see? That's supposed to be his car. What I see and what I'm looking at, I'm seeing it through the eyes of the beholder. I'm seeing this through someone who would be looking out this thing. Like, this to me, I feel like someone, you sit in there, like they sit in here and they're looking out. Let me get rid of his face. I'll show you what I mean. It's almost as if get rid of his face. As if this is a collapsible window or something. This. But it is looking at a house of importance. And this is, let me explain something. This is supposed to be him looking out of his window of his car. I could safely say that this does not look like the window of a car. It looks like someone is looking out from an inside area. This is what happens to this car. So this stuff only happens if the information is deep faked and layered, right? So this video is so full of sacrifice and the stories of Summer Moon Wells that it's like it takes my breath away. Like I'm speechless on how much it shows. I am, you guys. It is one of those videos that's going to keep on giving. Let me see if I could. Okay, I'm cropping. I am changing the lighting. And I'm going to show you something. This is back in the woods. Now, these sacrifices happen in the leaves. They happen by the trees. They just do. And how is it that a car could turn into this? Here we have the red car again. Right here. Right here. Don Wells has many pictures of Don Wells. Don Wells's face shifts, and this is what Don Wells looks like in some of the videos. I don't talk about him much, but I need you guys to see that these photos here do match the face that I'm looking at. Like, these are photos of Don Wells. These photos here are very similar but they're also very similar to the face that I'm following. There's a particular face, right? Like this is nothing to do with the John Wells that we know. But these are all coming together. So deep fakes, people could use a deep fake of fake person's face. So I'm not saying anything other than this is a face that's being used, right? These are faces that are being used. Here are the trucks. See how it's there? I feel like I feel like someone's peering out of like looking out from a somewhere that no one knows that they're there, like someone that's peeping out. You know what I'm saying? Like looking, but no one knows they're looking. And they're close to the house. So this puts them in proximity to the house. Like they're very close to this area. But they're in a hiding area. Again, it's showing to me location outside his window. And of course, you look in the back of the truck and all of this stuff appears. It's just shows like part of the equipment, but we don't need to focus in on that. Like we're looking at these faces, right? And we're looking at the story, and we're looking at these elements that show in each one of the videos that I'm following. Plumbing, 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 white pipes. I am keeping this as a very important photo. It's a very important photo. And the face here that she shows is critical. All of these hearts are all the same. The faces that I'm honing in on are the same. The face to the left is supposed to be Ryan Upchurch. That's not Ryan. The face to the right comes from the Idaho 4. Cam, I'm putting his face in with these faces because they're completely similar. The one to the left comes from the Beeston bunch, right? What I see here of importance is what they're showing in the background. Let me see if I could. Here. this. See him? The blonde? It's like a bridge. And this guy's face. This girl must be found. I don't know who she is. I just know that this girl I have had in my presentations. I've had her in my presentations. For sure. Let me show you. So I'm going to show you 754 how this works and how I got what I got, and then I'll call it a day. So I take videos where I know, and I go to wherever my finger brings me. Okay? And I stop. Like I just go like over here and I gather information. Wait. So I do that. And what I'm looking for, I don't look for his face as much as I do for information on the elements and location of these children. Because when I always say that they're down under and they're within a tunnel, I like to give information that the authorities could use, and many a times I'm showing it through these fake cars. For instance, in the back of this car shows the underground to me tunnel that they're showing outside the window. This, see that those bars? That's what I see. So when I go through these videos, this is what I'm able to see. That does not belong in his car. So that's what I say, oh, they're fake car, and there's information that is placed beneath his information. And this is what I'm talking about. It's within this square. This smaller square outside his window is what allows me to give the cops information that matches what I see. So I see more of that kind of a place. That the children roll into, like they roll into it. That's just what I feel like. They're rolled up, little. They're rolled up. And these are locations that could be found, because I feel like stuff like this, when I find them, this is like what it looks like to get in and out of the tunnels. this. And that's a bridge. So I'm not going through this video giving a shit about whose video this is. I'm showing information like this and what's outside the window. I mean, I feel green screen all over this thing, but that's not my problem. They could do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's their video. Right? But it's what's inside these small little corners that I grab and have always grabbed information to help show you the visions in which, and again, it's not about him. It isn't. I don't know him. We don't care about the people as much as we do the boxes that show up in the back seat of the car. Right? That is in the car. Or isn't it? See? Or isn't it? That's not for me to figure out. This, there's outside the window, there's your tree, there's a shed, and whatever they're showing outside these windows, I'm following. Because this here, you guys, shows the underground areas and confirms with me. See? How weird the faces. See, the faces are just so bizarre. Look at that little head. Look at that little head that showed up. See, those are all different faces, you guys. Like, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, open it up. You'll see it's all different faces. See, the back of the car is totally different. See back there? And that is what we look for. Stuff like that. So I could explain to you the story. So what I just grabbed information here, see, those are little frames between the frame. You see those flashing? Those? I want to show you the blue. There is like the blue thing. It's really tough with my finger to do it here. Wait, I have to not talk when I move my fingers. Those are supposed to be ducks, but I mean, I see elements, so I don't see ducks. I don't see ducks right there in the window. What I see is summer moon. I see an RV park. So when I do this, I do a reading, right? I feel RV park. I feel there are RVs around here, like more than what you see in this. Like I see a lot of RVs. Like I don't, I don't see a little bit of RVs. I see a lot of them right now. Um, I see a park filled with RVs. See, see what's outside his window? This is an element that has been used with the spirits to mark something. And it's always given me the information that I need. And it's in here. You see. It's here. Summer went through a pathway. There's an RV park with lots of RVs, and there's a pathway like this that's covered in leaves. And there's a doorway. There's a doorway, you guys. See this RV. See what I'm saying? Like, shit's put in here, like a head. You know how I always say, "Oh, I see heads on platters." Well, it's like they're in a concoction, like they're in something. See the thing in his mouth? See that thing in his mouth? That's the thing in the mouth. That's what they do. It's just an element. Okay, let's move on. See now, like his back. This is a green screen. I see. Hey, dude, are you faking your road trips? Because like now the back of your car is green. Seriously, it's green now. So, ooh, what does this say? This has a name on it. This blue thing has a name on it. Wait. Yes, sirree, it does. Watch this. This blue thing has a name. What do you guys see? T-E. See, like the back seat of the car is now green. It's like the green screen. Where the back seat of the car just keeps changing. You guys see the name? Oh wait, I covered it up. Let me see if I could get a better photo. See the windows? See his side of his window? This here. Now look at the back of the car. It's not green at all. It's not green. Oh my God. Seriously. And who's that? See what I mean? Like, that's not him. See, this is all closed up. All right, let's see if that's a better photo, if I could take it. Let's see. I can't tell. Okay, so this video is getting towards the end. It's information not about him. It's the information that we receive that shows us the Summer Moon Wild's sacrifice, that shows us information on Summer Moon. And it's in these videos that I'm able to show you what I'm talking about. Boom. Boom. This is the sacrifice. There's your triangle. There's your house. And this is in his window. It's in the window right there. Like, why? There's the heart. This is the sacrifice. Let me bring this up a little clearer. I'm going to widen it a bit so you could see it. There's her little caricatures. This video shows Summer Moon Wild's sacrifice, period. You guys see that? Let me point it out. Here. Here. Here's a little house. Critters. Up on top. This is the tree. This is the heart in the tree. And this is the sacrifice. This is what it looks like. This here is the heart that's, this is being taken from in here. See how it's in the smaller box? You know, Summer always said, look for the blue box, right? See how it doesn't even look like there's glass? So clean. So this is this video. And it's really filled with, and this is how I do it to get you guys pictures. What do I have here? It's the other video recordings, videos. And just, they change. They consistently change information. That's what I see. Oh, okay. So let's look at this picture. I want to go back and get this picture. So these are photos that I like to get because this is telling the story in its own way. And see how I just got it from the video. It's just a plain old video. But then this photo, see how it's not about him? This photo becomes part of the story. This does. This photo. Now, let me go to my photos again and see. Photos. How many more, or where I ended with Benny, and maybe I will end this. Let's see. I did those. I'm going to see if I could find where I ended with you guys. I think I can. Oh, I was almost through the end. Let's see. I ended here. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Wait, slideshow. Okay, so I was able to start it where I ended it. So what I'm going to do so I could get through these photos is end. I'm going to work these photos through so I could go get through at least one small little okay. I could get through one of these. You guys could see that okay, right? Wait, what's this? Get rid of that. Move this over. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of these photos now that you saw that presentation. And let's see if I could get the music on. Because the music was beautiful. I have no lights on, so I can't. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh, it's right there. All right, let me see if I could get that same music on. It was so pretty. Home. Okay. So we're going to show a few more of these, and then I will call it. Okay? Okay. Showing the same picture over and over. Slideshow. You guys, it's like stuck on this. Weird. I want you to notice the car. The car is inside something like with a frame, and it's elevated. It's elevated, you guys. See? picture like this is super important to me because this is showing the layers very well. If you look at the little girl, look at the truck, look at the frame around the truck. The truck is elevated. This here is something that, you know, like this is a photo that I would show you in my presentation, right? Like this here is a major photo. You know, I try to go back to Benny's and it wouldn't let me. It stayed on the same photo and it was on slideshow. This photo I think this is the photo that I'm supposed to end on. Let me brighten it a little. See, you guys feel this one? I'm going to end it on this. I'm going to let this sit and I'm going to meditate on this. And then I'm going to close this out. Do the same, you guys. Sit in a peaceful spot and just look at this photo and feel what you see. I will keep this on for seven minutes. Go within. Go within.